When I was 7 and my parents wanted to move to a better area, I cried and advocated for a house with a for sale sign across the street from my elementary school. Sweet. 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, big kitchen, pool. Couldn't believe my parents listened. We laid roots there. Can't imagine my life without being able to declare. I was proudly born and raised in Southeast LA, in a hospital in HP, que ya no está ahí. Grew up on the sparsely tree-lined streets of sunny Southgate, remained loyal to the subpar schools and crappy education, while others lied to get into Warren and Downey. Got conchas a la favorita, bolillos at Elizabeth's Bakery, went to El Circo at Salt Lake Park, shopped in La Pacific, Tweedy, Stonewood Mall, visited Minella in Maywood, Cudahy, then Bell, went through hell waiting for an hour in the aromatic Maywood King Taco, which is the best one, don't at me, best menu in the city. Un burrito mojado, salsa verde afuera, salsa roja dentro, un sope y una chata grande. If you know, you know. Learned to swim and dance at Southgate Park, ran or walked around the perimeter in the dark, a silent celebration every time I saw one of the worn down wooden mileposts, motivation emanating everywhere because there were always so many people working on their fitness there. I never felt alone, unsafe, or scared. Threw the swing over the rod one time so my feet wouldn't hit the floor while I swung so high. Tried my best to not get shocked when I went down the slides. Attempted tennis with my family. My sister kept the rackets. I never got better, sadly. Had so many dance performances, my parents stopped coming to see me. For the longest time, was completely unaware of the golf course. No one I knew cared. It was there. Rejoiced when the park finally got a renovation. Realized it was because of gentrification. Azalea was the epicenter. Walmart was the omen. Protests, logical reasoning, community complaints, dissenters, traffic and environmental concerns failed to convince those in power to not build a large commercial center. What would happen to all the small businesses? The caucasity. I left for college and laughed at the promotional video for SG where it was transformed into a city I barely recognized. Pity. The message was clear. Southeast LA was for sale. My heart ached from 3,000 miles away, knowing the place I held dear was going through a huge change, wondering about the damage they would pass off as progress, thinking the caucasity, the influence of caucasity. Thinking about how privileged I am to have a house I have called home for over 2 decades. People acquire or own their little piece of LA and work hard to keep hold. That I know only 2 units on the block have sold, moved out, each time the neighbors went to the open house to see how much they were worth now. They'll let go the moment it's lucrative, convenient, necessary maybe. Even on our street, the little pieces in 20-ish years have more than doubled. Sweet. My sister and I begged my parents not to sell so that we can keep the home where we grew up, not give it to the gentrifiers that have already taken so much of LA. The real estate agents text me, thinking I'm my mom or dad, asking me to consider selling. Our home, their chance at a come up, a lawful crime. My response is the same each time. So you can contribute to the gentrification of SG? No, thank you. No reply. The caucasity. Each time I came back for break, more and more had changed. Other LA cities noticing the same things. Improvements equal displacements. I shouldn't have been surprised considering all the damage inside. Echo Park, Lincoln Heights, Highland Park, Silver Lake. I visit these places and I'm in shock at the caucasity. The amount of white people I see, how out of place they and their shops look, their ambivalence, our pain for our cities, fallen disconcerted about the future of Southeast LA, anywhere they want to conquer, really. The caucasity. It enrages me the places Black and brown people call home are being taken over by people who do not care to keep up the culture and legacy that was lovingly cultivated in the places they ravage and want to strip away. It enrages me even more. This is not only happening in our barrios, LA, New York, the Bay, Chicago, other countless US cities, but now in Latin America too. The caucasity. It enrages me the most that destruction and displacement is not enough. They complain about the places they are guests in, making salsas less spicy. They can't tolerate them. Outpricing locals and natives out of their homes, neighborhoods, trying to gatekeep historic cities. The caucasity. These colonizers never fail to impress me with their thoughtless, selfish conquest of places they had no hand in making, condemning themselves. The caucasity. Thank you.